Mastering the Art of Writing to Women. The Power of Wordcraft, Emotion, and Mystery. By Andrea, founder of the Grimm series, speaker of myth, maker of metaphor. Sometimes people ask me, Andrea, how do you write to women so they respond? Let me give you the truth. WW by Wek. In the beginning was the Word. Before a man becomes a master of action, he must first become a master of words. Words are not decoration, they are direction. A woman follows a man who speaks with purpose, not performance. So today, we begin with the foundation. Mastering your words so a woman will listen, not out of politeness, but because something inside her must respond. Let's break it down, rule by rule. Never beg for attention. Be the center of your own gravity. Value does not chase validation. When you chase, explain yourself too much, or try to impress her, you lose value. Why? Because value does not chase validation. Invite her into your world. Instead, your words must invite her into your world, not plead for entrance into hers. Be the center of gravity. When a man says, "Do you like me?" he's placing his worth in her hands. You must never do that. Be the center of gravity. She reacts to you, not the other way around. Write in images, not just information. Words don't move women, images do. When you say, "I love you so much," she hears words she's heard 100 times. But when you say, "Some days are harder than others, but as I watch the fading sunlight this evening, my heart is filled with warmth and joy, knowing you are out there waiting for me." Now you are painting a picture. You are creating a world she can feel. That is the kind of writing that lives in her memory. You don't just tell her your feelings, you let her see them. Observe her deeply. Speak to what no one else sees. Women hear the same recycled compliments every day. If you want to stand out, you must see something no one else sees. To do that, you must master the art of listening. And to listen well, you must ask better questions, not just questions to know her, but questions that let her know herself. Ask her, "How did that make you feel?" It's the simplest, most powerful question to reach a woman's inner world. When she shares her emotions, you gain access to the language of her heart. That's where you write, not with logic, but with emotional truth. Mystery creates desire. Attraction is not born from familiarity, it's born from curiosity. A woman does not fall for what she already knows. She falls for what she wants to understand. Be open and honest. But remember, you turn the pages, not her. You are not a puzzle, but you are a story, and every good story holds back just enough to make the next chapter irresistible. Don't reveal everything. Keep just enough hidden for her to want to discover more. Speak in metaphors. Speak to the soul. Words alone are not enough. You need symbols. When you say, "You mean everything to me," she hears noise. The words have been drained of all life by overuse. But when you say, "Every time I hear your voice," it's like the world slows down for a moment. Now she feels something. Metaphors or bridges. They connect what you feel to what she can see, hear, or imagine. Metaphors are the language of the soul, and the soul is where true connection lives. Final thoughts. Your life is the metaphor. You may ask, is this all just theory? No. I speak from a journey, the story behind the Grimm series. In my first book, Grimm Begins, I tell the tale of escaping an abusive father, fleeing Germany, seeking roots in Russia. When new friends turned out to be smugglers, I was imprisoned in the gulags, where I was broken, and reborn from boy to man. Is this a true story? Let me tell you something deeper. It is a true metaphor, for every man's journey. From pain to power, from darkness to clarity, from confusion to purpose. This is what women respond to, not just your words, but your path. When your words are forged in fire, they carry weight. And when they carry weight, she listens. Grimm's mission: change the culture through narrative. We live in a world drowning in surface noise. Grimm exists to awaken depth, to remind men of the old truths, told through new myth. If you are walking the path of transformation, Grimm Begins is more than a book. It is your mirror. It is your metaphor. And one day, it may be your myth. Read it, write differently, speak powerfully, and let her feel every word.